Hi guys, I'm Sunny and welcome back to Sunny's Effing Delicious. Today we're making penne bolognese with the most incredibly rich bolognese. Watch this recipe till the end, you're going to love it. Right guys, we're going to start by preparing the base of our bolognese, which is onion, celery and carrot, mes pois, or the holy trinity as I like to call it. And this is going to go straight into the food processor. So I'm just going to chop these onions up just roughly. It's all going to go in the food processor, so no need to be too precise. Everything just goes in. So that's 2 small onions that I've chopped up, and I've got 2 stalks of celery, and just going to top and tail them, and again just a rough chop. Everything goes in. Okay, carrots, guys, some of you might disagree with me here, but I don't peel them, I just wash them. All of the nutrition and all of the flavour is in the skin, and I've had countless arguments about this with my mum, but we just have to agree to disagree on this one, guys. Okay, right, let's do this. Perfect, that's 30 seconds, it looks perfect. Let's get this in the pan. Right, nice hot pan, a good glug of olive oil, and we're going to go straight in with our mes pois. Just get this on the heat. Right, we're going to give our mes pois a really good stir. Give it a good cook for about 10 or 15 minutes. Really let it get really concentrated. All that moisture is going to evaporate, cook out, and we're really going to cook this down and get the sweetness from these vegetables. And there's no salt in this right now, no pepper, no seasoning at all. Literally just our mes pois. We're going to let it cook down, get super concentrated, and really work its magic and get super sweet and intense. This really is a good weekend dish. If you've got time, if you've got an hour, hour and a half cooking time, this is what you want to be doing. And I'm going to be using penne today, guys. You can use whatever pasta you want. You can go traditional with spaghetti. You can go with some angel hair. You can go with some rigatoni. Literally go whatever option you want to. Right, guys, it's been about 10 minutes and you can see how much it's reduced, but that's not tight enough yet. I want it to be reduced a little bit further, so we're going to leave it on the heat. We're going to keep moving it around for another 3 or 4 minutes, yeah? All right, guys, if you take a look at this now, it's seriously tightened up. We're now ready for our garlic, so I'm just going to make a little bit of a well. Got 5 garlic cloves which I've chopped up nice and fine, and these are going straight in. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a touch of oil just to help this garlic along a little bit, just in the center. And I'm going to leave the garlic on the heat for about a minute, right, before I move it around. Just leave it in a minute, leave it there for a minute. Right, and as soon as you can start, as soon as you get the aroma of garlic, when you can kind of smell it combining in with your mes pois and the rest of the ingredients, you can go ahead and just give it a stir like so. Just get it in there, lovely. Okay, after 15 minutes of cooking, I'm now ready to go in with my tomato puree. And we're going to go with 1 heaped tablespoon of tomato puree. And just let that do its thing for a bit. Let it cook out. Take your time with this stage as well. Right, and guys, if you notice, I still haven't seasoned this. No salt, no pepper as of yet. You know, this is just tomato puree, our mes pois, and our garlic. That's it. Okay, guys, right now I'm going to add in half a glass of white wine. Beautiful. I'm just going to let this cook right down. Just half a glass of wine, just to intensify things. Right, our wine's cooking down nicely. I want that aroma from the wine. I want the flavour, but I don't want that alcohol. So we're going to let this cook out for another few minutes here. Okay, I think we are about ready for our minced beef. So right here I've got about half a kg of really good quality minced beef. This is 80-20 fat to meat ratio, and that's exactly what you want. That fat's where all the flavour is. So we're just going to go straight in. Beautiful. And we just want that beef just to combine with our mes pois, pick up all the flavour from the wine, the garlic, those vegetables which have kind of wilted right down. And we want that bolognese to almost gain a little bit of a crust. Right, our meat's just getting nice and browned. Still some pink bits in there, so I'm going to give it a little bit more time on the heat before I add my tomatoes and my stock. But we're looking good, guys, we're looking good. Okay, so now that meat has kind of almost browned completely, right? There's still a bit of pink in there, but that's fine. Right, now that you've done that, you can go ahead and give it a little bit of a season. So we're going to go in with half a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of salt. We're going to add stock, so we don't want too much salt right now. And a tablespoon of dried oregano. Go in heavy with this. So all the ingredients together. Dried oregano just lights up a room, you know, with this aroma. Beautiful. And guys, there's two schools of thought. Some people will prefer to put the wine in when the beef's in the pan. I like to put it in just before, because I feel that the mirepoix, like the aroma it catches, it gives the mirepoix is just like, it's so intense. Okay guys, we're going to go in with a can of chopped tomatoes. Give that a good stir. Join the party. And we're just going to let our bolognese just do its thing just for a moment. Right guys, our tomatoes are doing their thing, and we're going to add our beef stock. So 1 pint of beef stock in there. And just give it a good stir, combine all the ingredients together. And now we're talking. Right, we're just going to let this simmer now for a while. Right guys, this has been simmering away for about 10 minutes now. It's tightening up slightly, but we're going to give this a good hour. We're just going to get this really tight. At the moment, it's like the consistency of like a chili, which is not at all what we want. We're going to take our time with this and let it do its thing. Really intensifying flavour. Right guys, it's been about 15-20 minutes. This is tightening up nicely. Still going to give it a good 40 minutes yet, because I want this sauce, I want all the water evaporated out. I want all that flavour, intense flavour in the meat and in the ragu. Right guys, this has been simmering away for about an hour straight now, and we've just been, look how tight it is. Beautiful. And we've just been stirring it, giving it a stir every 10 or 15 minutes, and look how much is like concentrated. Beautiful. It's looking great. We're almost there now guys. Just look how rich that looks. Right guys, at this time, this is the time where you want to have a quick taste and just see what it needs. Okay, outstanding. We need half a teaspoon of pepper, half a teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of granulated garlic. And we're going to go in with 2 heaped tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. 1, 2, and that's going to give it sweetness and depth in flavour. Give this a good stir. Right guys, we're going to add one more ingredient, which is milk. So I'm going to put in half a cup of milk, and that's going to add richness. And I actually forgot that this was like the traditional way of making it until I saw a recent video from Sam the Cooking Guy. So this is credit to him, he reminded me about this. So this is going to give it like a beautiful richness and a beautiful texture. Just look at that. And we're just going to give this another 10-15 minutes just to simmer away, reduce. It's not quite tight enough for me yet. And in that 10-15 minutes, we're going to prepare our garlic bread, and we're going to put our pasta on. Right guys, our pasta's on the boil. Our bolognese is about 10 minutes away from being done. So let's get on with our garlic bread. Okay guys, it's very simple here. I've got some unsalted butter, some finely chopped garlic, and I'm going to add a touch of salt, a hit of pepper, and we're just going to combine this together. If it's not soft enough, you can just give it a few minutes in the microwave. This is just about the right softness. Couldn't be easier. We've got some garlic flatbread here, right? Really good stuff, really good value for money. A little bit goes a long way, and it makes great garlic bread. And we're just going to lather on our butter, our garlic bread. And this is like one of the best ways, one of the best quick ways to make really good garlic bread at home. Right, our quick, easy flatbreads go in the oven on a gas mark 6 for about 5 minutes. Check up on our sauce. Look at that. Just look at that. Wow. It's almost sticking now. That's exactly what you want. Beautiful. It's almost like hardly any water content still in this. Almost all out, which is exactly what you want. Look at the colour. Look how much darker that colour's got in the last like 10 or 15 minutes. Okay guys, I think we're ready for our pasta. If you just look at this, looking absolutely stunning. Let's go in with our wonderful al dente penne. Beautiful. And just stir it in. And all those little penne tubes are going to get filled with this beautiful bolognese. Oh, heaven. Right, we've taken this off the heat now. It's looking absolutely immense. And there's one more step that I'm going to do. Right, while we're still in the pan, we're just going to go in with some freshly grated parmesan. Right, and we're going to go in with some fresh basil. Our garlic flatbreads are out of the oven, and we're just going to give these a rough chop into small little dinky triangles. And these are going to make the most amazing, quick, simple garlic bread. Right, let's serve up. Beautiful. Oh, this looks so appetizing. And we're not done, not by any means. Mandatory Parmesan shavings on top. Be generous. Give it a good sprinkle of pepper just to finish it off. And then we're just going to dot some fresh basil on the dish. This is garnish, this is freshness, this is flavor, this is necessary, I'm telling you. And guys, there you have it. This is my penne bolognese with garlic bread. Outstanding. If you enjoy my content, give me a thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. That really helps us. Leave your comments below, let me know what you think. Anyway, enough talking, I'm gonna get stuck in. Right, let me just get straight in there. Seriously guys, we knocked this one out of the park. Stunning, super happy with that. If you've got an hour, hour and a half, take your time with your bolognese. The longer you leave it blipping away, the richer it gets. Outstanding. Guys, make this at home how I've shown you, step by step, follow along. This isn't just delicious, this is Sunny's effing delicious. So